Go is a statically typed language, and what that means is that each variable must have a clear and specific type, and in most cases that's perfect for what we need and it prevents problems from occurring in your code. But sometimes you might want to have a little bit of flexibility and you might not want to declare a specific type when you create the variable, and in those scenarios you can use a type called any, and what that means is, like the name suggests, it will accept any type. So in this Go Byte we're going to have a look at any, how to use it and why it should be used carefully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a function, and this will take one parameter which can be of any type. So I'm going to call this describe, and it's simply going to describe the variable that has been passed to it. So describe, and it will be passed some value which will be of any type. Don't think we need to return anything here, as all we're going to do is print the value. So I'm importing the format package, calling printline on there, and we're also going to print its type. Can you remember how we print a type? We used sprintf. So here we need %t, so %T, and then the actual value. And so what this will do here is it will tell us the type, and so then we'll be able to pass all different types and print their value and type. If we'd have defined this as integer, then we'd only actually be able to provide integers to this function. But because we've defined it as any, then like I say, it can be any strings, integers, floats, structs, whatever you want. So let's go and test drive this. We'll try a few things. So we'll do an integer, so 42. We'll do a name, and let's also do a float, so 19.99, and if you remember, that should default to a float 64. Let's go and run this. So go run main.go. So we are seeing value 42 integer, value alias, which is a string, and value 19.99, which is a float 64. So we are able to pass any type of variable to this describe function because we have said the value which you pass can be any type. Okay, let me show you another common use case for the any type, and it's not just functions, but when you're defining things like maps. So here I'm creating a map. It's going to have strings for keys, but I'm saying any type for the actual values, and again I'm passing in all different types here. One of the reasons why this is useful is often you will create maps and convert them to JSON when you're returning a JSON response from like an API endpoint. And if you think about JSON, it can hold all different types: strings, floats, integers, booleans, and so you want to be able to support that. And so maps is a good way of formatting or creating some kind of structure before you convert it to JSON. So let's print this out, and really I'm just printing these to show that this works and there is no problem with passing different types or having different typed values in a map if you use any as the type. So let's just go and show this. Should just show us the values, and so we get name, alias, age 30, price 19.99. Okay, so now that you've seen me do that, time for a challenge. Here's what I'd like you to have a go at. Create a function called log value. This will take two parameters. The first one being a label as a string, and the second argument will be of type any. And then the function should print the label, the value, and the type of the value. And then in main, just call log value 3 times with different types of values and just run it using go run main.go, and you should see that it behaves in a similar way to the function we already created. So I'm sure you can do this. Pause me now and give that a go. Okay, so we need a function. This will be called log value, and the first parameter will be label, and this will always be a string, but the next one will be the value, and this will be of type any. And often what you'll see, so we might as well use it, is you'll just see this shortened to V. This is very common in Go, so when you see V, any means it's going to accept any value of any type. Alright, so let's go and figure out what we need to do next. We'll print the label and a colon, so remember this means I am appending this value to this one, and then we're printing the value, and then we want the type. So again, we're going to use sprintf for that. Then we're just going to go and call it with different values. So log value, we'll go with age, we'll use an integer because ages are always integers. And we'll also have name and price. So let's go and run this. Go run main.go. Age 30 is type integer, name Alice, that is a type string, price 19.99, that is a type float 64. Okay, how did you get on with that one? Hope you gave it a go. There we've seen the any type, and it has its usefulness because think of things like maps where you want to convert those to JSON and return that, then that is probably the best solution for that kind of thing. But what I'd advise is use this carefully. Don't just use any type in all of your functions just to make life easy for yourself. The best way is to go for as strict as you can possibly get away with. Maybe refactor your code if you have to, and just use any in functions really as like a last resort if there's no other option available to you. Hope you're having fun. Give the video a like and make sure you subscribe. And if you want details about where you can find the text versions of these lessons, you can find that in the description. And if you think a friend would benefit from some of this knowledge, why not share these lessons with them? Let's all learn together.